Hello there, Slay here, and today I'm going to be bringing you some gameplay from Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. This time it's going to be some pistol gameplay, because I really think the pistols get overlooked in this game, so I'm going to try to do them some respect. So starting off, here's my class. I'm using the Magnum as my primary weapon, the knife as my secondary, with stim shot, which I think is really important, tomahawk, field mic, and then the Lawbreaker perk, or the wild card, lets me use the Ninja and Ghost together, which is really, really important when you're using a knife. And then Scavenger, because you just don't get that many bullets when you start off with a pistol. Yeah, so I mean, really, the first part of this commentary, I'm going to start talking about the lack of the pistol game in this game. I mean, really, 3 pistols? I mean, that's all you have? I mean, that's just not a lot. You know, especially even coming from Modern Warfare 2019, where there was like 7 or 8, I want to say. And another thing is, you know, making a shotgun secondary, you know, making that just like a standard secondary. I mean, that really, really nerfs the pistols because people aren't just going to want to use them. I mean, it's just bottom line. When you can whip out like a semi-auto shotgun, you know, for close quarters, like why would you really use a pistol? So, yeah, that's one of the main complaints I have about this game because, you know, I just love using pistols. I just think they're awesome. I mean, one, I think that they're actually like an underrated class. I think that they can do quite a bit of damage, you know, especially close range. And 2, it's like the rage factor, you know, like when you get killed by a pistol, it's just like infuriating, you know, especially when you have like a modded out like AK-47 or something and you get gunned down by like a 1911. It's just like, it hurts. And also, you know, maybe a little bit more realistic. I don't know. Maybe that helps a little bit too. And this is another thing that I love, are these executions. You know, I try to get as many as I can in each match. That's one. You know, I don't think I get like an incredible amount this game or anything, but it's just kind of fun to like keep track. And yeah, that's something I really enjoy. That's probably like one of my favorite things that they did that's new this entire game. And I know like sometimes you can pay the price, like up here, like I probably could have gotten like 2, maybe 3 kills, but yeah, I'll take my second.
That's 2, that's far shooter.
Oh, you can count. Good for you.
And you can count on me waiting for you in the parking lot.
Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe they should be worth like 2 kills or something. That would be amazing. I mean, I know that's not realistically going to happen, but they're very satisfying. So, yeah. So a little bit about the gameplay, you know, about kind of how I use the pistol in this game and why I think it's actually a worthwhile class to use. I mean, you know, I kind of talked about it. It's a little bit more realistic, a little bit more fun, just kind of bopping around with the pistol rather than like a sniper rifle. I don't know. I mean, I'm not trying to like say like this way of playing is like the only way and the best way. Obviously, I don't feel that way. I mean, you know, if you want to sit back and do a sniper rifle or even rush with a sniper rifle or whatever, you know, that's your decision. But for me, I don't know, using a pistol just kind of adds a little bit more of a challenge, and it makes you play a little bit of a different way than, you know, if you just have like a machine gun, you know, like an LMG or something like that. I mean, it definitely requires you to be a little bit more, I don't know, finesse, I guess. I don't know if that's the right word, but you definitely don't want to be getting in any like long, like down the hallway gun battles with a pistol. I mean, you have to really avoid those. And, you know, you kind of have to pick off your targets kind of one by one. I mean, especially, I mean, with the Magnum here, I have the fast reload with the 9 bullets. But, you know, up until that point, when you have like 6 bullets and you're like individually like reloading each one, like it takes like a good like 7 seconds. Like here, you can see how quick that is. But, you know, when you first get the gun, it's very slow. So you really have to be careful. You can't engage more than like 1, tops 2 people at once. So it kind of requires you to be a little bit more stealthy. That's 3. So yeah, I don't know, it's just a little bit more. Seeing like this guy, he has a sniper rifle, he's just gonna gun me down every time. So you have to really like watch your corners, check your corners, try to flank them, just play a little bit more. You can't rush like straight on as much, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And so for me though, that's always kind of been fun. That's kind of the way I like to play anyway. So yeah, I think that's, and like here, yeah, I mean, I don't even know what happened there. That was just not very good on my part. But I mean, you're going to get rushed sometimes by an SMG or an LMG, and sometimes there's just not much you're going to do unless you get like a perfectly placed headshot. Like you're just going to die. But you know, I mean, the point of the game isn't always to get the most kills and always to have like the best like KD ratio you possibly can. I mean, I honestly think like the point of the game is to have fun, you know. And like here, I try to rush this guy with a knife, and I totally just get gunned down. And yeah, so I'm going to fast forward because I think I just run around here quite a bit, and there's not a whole lot of killing or dying that goes on. But yeah, so a little bit more about, oh, here's this guy. See, and I'm trying to get the execution. And I don't know why I didn't get it there. I mean, I know to get the execution, you have to hold down. Oh, tomahawk. You have to hold down the melee button. So maybe I didn't do it for like long enough there. I actually didn't realize that when I first started playing that you have to hold down the melee button to get an execution. So I kept up being like, why am I not getting one? Like, I'm from, you know, I'm right behind him. But yeah, that's the key. Oh yeah, and see there, I just get gunned down. I was getting too greedy. I even heard him, I think, coming from the right, and I just thought maybe I could sneak by. But yeah, kind of going back to gameplay, game style, like how you play. I mean, I really don't think that there's one correct way to do it. Like, you know, you can play whatever makes you happy. You know, like if you want to sit and snipe, or you want to, you know, play with pistols, or do whatever, you know, whatever you have fun with doing. You know, that's what matters. You know, and I think like when I first started playing Call of Duty, I was probably a lot more like into my KDR. You know, like I watched it, I really cared about it. You know, and you know, so I would like tune my game to kind of play that way, right? Like I would kind of sit a little bit more. I would camp, I would say a little bit more. I would like be really careful, you know, like running around the map and stuff. Like I would kind of stay in one spot. You know, I played that way, and like, yeah, I got definitely more kills. And again, I'm going to speed up the tape here. But, you know, as like time went on, I just kind of realized, like for me at least, I think my gameplay just kind of evolved, and I was like, yeah, that's just not as much fun for me anymore. You know, like I'd much rather have like, you know, like a 1 KD and have fun than have like a 3 KD and like sit back and like, you know. But that's just me. That's just personal. You know, where I'm at now in my like Call of Duty playing career. I don't know. I started playing Call of Duty with like Call of Duty 3, which was like way back in the day for PS3. That was a great game, but they didn't even record like your KD. Like you had like your each match KD, but they wouldn't like, oh, there's another tomahawk. See, that's just fun. But they wouldn't like keep track of your stats. And actually that was kind of like, I don't know, in a way almost better because you just like didn't care. But now, you know, with like Modern Warfare and stuff like that, when they started recording your KD stats, I mean, I think people like really kind of safeguard it. But it's kind of like your fantasy football team, you know? It's like no one really cares, you know? Like, I hate to say it, like I don't care about your KD. I don't care about your fantasy football team. Like, yes, it's important to you, and that's totally fine, and that's legitimate. But like, I don't care that like Julio Jones scored a touchdown in the fourth quarter, and that's why you lost this week by 1 point. Like, good. You know, like that's the shakes, man. Like that's what happens when you play fantasy football. Just like Call of Duty, like you're gonna die. You're gonna die a lot, and that's okay. Like that's just kind of the shakes. But yeah, so that's kind of like my soapbox rant on that. And this one, like, yeah, here I come across. This was a nice one because it was like, you know, backdrop. That's 4 of the sentry gun. Yeah, yeah. So this gameplay is kind of winded down. Oh, I should mention the attachments I have on the Magnum. I think it's the silencer, extended barrel, laser, you know, the fast mags. That's the really important one. Like it hits the 9 and the 9 bullets plus the fast mag. So that's really important. And then there's one other perk I can't quite remember. Oh, here it's just kind of, yep, I got him. Not an execution, but I got him. So yeah, I mean, and this, I don't even know. I'm like trying to like, I'm like jumping up. I'm like trying to get him. And then, okay, this guy, he missed me with the shotgun. I was like trying to get him, and yeah, that was kind of a fail. And yeah, I think I only get 4 executions in this game, so that's the counter. I know that's not like a ridiculous amount or anything. Like I'm pretty sure people have probably had like 10 or 15 executions in one game, but I don't know. I just thought I'd keep track, kind of make it fun, and you know, I don't know, just see how many I can get. Yeah, that was also a fail, but that's okay. So yeah, I mean, leave in the comments, I mean, how many of you had? I mean, if you had like 7, 8, I mean, it's kind of fun. It's like a fun game to see how many you can get in each match. Like, can you top like your previous best? I don't know. I mean, for me, that's probably my best 4 or 5, I'd say. So anyway, that's the end of the video. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. I'm going to try to post more videos now because COVID and more time. But anyway, rate and sub. Peace out. Slay some noobs.